Hello, I'm Alisa Agnes, and that's Romantic Wednesdays with Poetry. Well, I believe it's time to get real. Okay, so today's episode will be about Dancing Autumn and another word, as I already mentioned in the previous episode. So, at first, I will just read the first poem. Dancing Autumn. Grey clouds above the bloody town. The world seems to be so blue. Some trees are ashamed. Take my hand and dance with me. Our fiery dance in the rain, just like leaves dripping lava, and we dance on it. So that's Dancing Autumn. The main idea for this poem was to talk about things that symbolize autumn, and just it's this idea that love is always there, no matter what season it is. And here we have such a typical, I think, image of autumn, like colorful leaves, cloudy weather, and some trees already lost all of them leaves, and everything starts to feel kind of gray because in Poland, when it's warm and it's already a colorful autumn, it looks really beautiful. But when all leaves are gone and everything suddenly is so gray and there's no snow, it all looks so just really sad. And I guess that I closed all these two images of Polish autumn in this poem, and there is love, and this love is compared to leaves, and when leaves are falling, it sometimes looks like dancing, and I wanted to to compare this scene with love, and how a pair of lovers can dance with each other. And these leaves are just above their feet, and it's kinda a confession of love, I guess, and also a promise, just like the previous poem. I mean, certain one day. And well, I guess this is what Dancing Autumn is. Okay, now I will read you the second poem, which is called Another Word. And well, this one is a little bit longer, and it's not about seasons anymore. Another word. Sun is high in the sky. What seems to be so beautiful? Your love opened my eyes. I used to be afraid of many things. Fire was burning me down every day. Three-headed beasts were taking my happiness away. But you changed my world. You appeared out of nowhere. And now I know this is how it's supposed to be. When you are in the middle of darkness, torn apart by your own feelings, and you lose hope for a better life, know that someone helpful will come, someone who will make you stronger, someone who will lift you up, and then you know who to live for. So that's Another Word, and this poem is made of two parts. and I guess the way I wrote this can also recall sonnets. And at first I talk about um, the words that changed just because love appeared, and it's about being fearless for the first time, and it's just about the words that changes for better. And even when you were really down, all those problems that doesn't matter anymore, because you just met someone who just changed everything, and in the end this is the only thing that matters. The second part of this poem is some kind of um, a message to the reader, and I wanted a reader to just be full of hope, because I met such a person who made everything just easier for me, and I believe that everybody should have this chance one day. And it's really important to believe that someday everything can change just because you met someone who made everything just beautiful. And it's the same words, but it feels so different, and it feels like it's a different word. And this this poem is also such a message to a reader to just to hope, because it happened to me, and I believe it can happen to anyone. And well, it looks like it's all today. So I mean, when it comes to the meaning of these patchworks, and right now I will tell you a few words about writing these patchworks. So these two were created a long time ago, and I'm not sure when exactly, but another word is very similar to the road called life, so I'm pretty sure that it was 2014, while Dancing Autumn can be a little later patchwork. It could have been written even when I was already graduating, I mean 2017, so I was 18, 19. So I think that's the time when I wrote the Dancing Autumn, while I could also be 17. But it's all about a really young love, and these are feelings of a young girl. And well, another word was written when I was just 16. I'm pretty sure about that. So it looks like it's all today, now for sure. So it's time to tell you that the next week episode will bring a dark room and a cage of love. And I can tell you already now that I wrote these two during the same night. I mean, I couldn't sleep, or I woke up, something like that, and it was 2 or 3 a.m., something like that, and I just wrote these two in patchworks. So this is what the next week will bring, and right now I can only tell you until the next time. Bye! Okay, so now the forgotten part. Well, in the first poem, Dancing Autumn, there is a phrase, Bloody Town, and well, it's worse. And when I was a teenager, I really hated this city, and that's why I called this city like that, because Warsaw used to be to me just about pain and blood, and just it was full of ghosts, because it was destroyed almost totally during the Second World War. And when you go downtown, you literally walk on the ruins of the old town. So it's not just parts of the architecture, old architecture, but it's also bones and literally blood. And this is all that I could think about when I was younger, and that's why I kinda hated the city. But with time, I learned to see beauty of this town, and I'm simply satisfied and really glad that I was born here and that I can live here. And well, I simply see beauty of this city right now, and I understand it that it was also a very tough thing to rise. And my dad was born in 61, and that Warsaw was totally different from this world where I live right now. And he still remembers, for example, when there was no Royal Castle. There was just one empty space, and it makes me realize that this city was simply through a lot, and I learned to look differently at the city right now. Okay, so now the second thing, and it's about the second poem this time. Well, saying straight is sometimes good when you want to be simply understood, and this is what I do in the second part of this second poem. Of another word, and it's just my style to sometimes talk straight in such a poetical way, if you know what I mean. And well, the third thing is also about another word. Well, if you want to know what inspired this poem, then I really recommend to come back to the episode about the road called life, because I talk all about that situation that inspired the poem. But as I already mentioned in this episode, these two were written in the same time, and they are about the same thing. But this poem is such a message to the reader to just have hope. So if you want to learn more, come back to the episode about the road called life. So right now, that's absolutely all that I wanted to add.